Scott, 0-0 here at Arbour Park with Weymouth this afternoon. What did you think of that game?
Frustrating. I think we've got to win it. I think we've had the two best chances in the game with Nathan and then George. I don't know why he's tried to take a touch. I'm not going to hammer either of them because I've never been a striker. I don't think I've ever been in those positions. But I think both of them will be disappointed with their attempts. I think it was, in terms of territory, I thought we had a lot more territory than them. I thought we tested their goal a fair bit more, put a lot more balls into the box. I think they've had one shot in the whole game, I believe. So, yeah, they're delighted with the point, I think, and we're kind of upset with the point. So it shows how far we've come. To be unbeaten for 7 games is great, but a month ago, a point at home and a clean sheet would have probably looked at 2 positives. But for me, it's one positive that we've kept another clean sheet, but we've got to find a way to win that game.
As you said, it seemed like they were trying to slow the game down immediately in the first half. I saw a number of kind of throw-ins. They were taking time over, and it, like you said, it does feel like they were kind of settling for a point early doors.
Yeah, listen, I know Bobby really well, and he sets his team up as they're difficult to beat. They always are. You'll never have an easy game against Weymouth. Not many teams will beat them convincingly all year because they do work for him. That's certainly one thing. And their game management towards the end was frustrating. It was very stop-start. I think they were taking in turns to go down. Everyone does it, so I'm not going to blame anyone. I'm sure I'll speak to Bobby next week at some point and he'll probably mention it. So it's part and parcel of the game. We'd go away from home and probably do the same from time to time. So yeah, it's frustrating. Couldn't really get a rhythm going to our match. But I think overall we felt really comfortable. I think keeping another clean sheet is the biggest positive for me. To have conceded 20 goals in the league and then keep a clean sheet again today like we did in our last home game against Aveley in the league. I think we've come a long way. I thought the back four and Rowan dealt superbly well with what Weymouth throw at you. Then we tried to change it up just to get a couple more bodies up the pitch. With sort of 25 minutes to go and then 10 minutes to go, and it didn't really amount to anything. I thought it became a bit of a basketball match. No one was really in control of it. Both sides were lacking quality. And then overall, you take a point and then look forward to next week, I guess.
A couple of questions about substitutions that were made. You felt the need to bring yourself on during the second half. Why was that?
I think we had a discussion all week about leaving myself out. So it's something I've wanted to do for a long time, just to trust the boys. I don't want it to be all about me. I was the only one that started every league game. I'd like to think that I'm quite humble, and I don't want to just say I'm keep on picking myself, but I think my performances have been pretty good over the course of the season. So Yella and Chrissy were trying to get me to start, and I looked at the team today and I thought I've got full trust in the team that I've picked. And on another day, I think they win the match with that 11, but we felt like we wanted to change it, go back to what we've been playing with, the 3 at the back, sort of get 4 bodies in midfield. Been playing with Johnny and Dom at the top of the box, and didn't really work. No one really got their foot on the ball and managed to find them 2 in good areas. But yeah, I just wanted to sort of try something different, and I wouldn't say that it's failed and I wouldn't say that it's worked at the same time. So probably learnt a lot today. But yeah, I just want to see how the boys did. I think it was the right time to do it. I'm on 4 bookings as well, but then I found out last night that the bookings don't count for the league. I think they're specific for the FA Cup. So yeah, learnt a lot today. There's obviously some positives to take, but I think real frustration at the same time that we didn't get 3 points.
And then my other question about substitutions, just a quick one. George, is he okay? Because he did come off a little bit earlier than I expected. Is he okay?
Yeah, no, he obviously came off. I think it was 82 minutes, was it? Something like that. He's not played for 2 weeks. Dom's not played for a couple of weeks. And he said he felt a bit leggy at half-time. So the last thing we want to do is people play on tired hamstrings, tired calves, and end up pulling something. Both massive players for us. So we have to protect people at the same time. Listen, we'd love George and Dom to be able to get through 90 minutes, but over the past month, I guess, with the FA Cup, it's been a bit stop-start. It's not ideal. We've begged and pleaded Bromley and Wealdstone to let them play, but we want George and Dom for the longer term rather than the short term. And if we played him for an extra 10 minutes today, then he could have ended up pulling something. So it was just to protect him. And then we've got David and Tom coming on, who more than capable. Thought they might be able to nick a goal with Tom or David create something, and it just wasn't to be. I think we could have been there till Christmas trying to score a goal today, and it's just one of those days that you draw a line in the sand, move on, take the point, and then look forward.
Yeah, finally, as you said, point moving forward, 7 unbeaten. We now look forward to the FA Cup again. away at Ebbsfleet. What are your thoughts quickly just before we go into that one?
It's just another game. I'm never going to sort of build it up to be something that it's not, because in my head it is just another match. If we go there and we put in a performance and manage to get a result, great. If we go there and we don't perform and we get beat, then we deserve to be out of the cup. So we need to make sure that we go there and put on a good showing for the fans that will follow us, and I'm sure they'll be there in their numbers. For me, it's a great game to have. We've got nothing to lose, and that's not mind games with Ebbsfleet. They know that they've beaten us twice last year. They're in the league above us now. Completely sort of different ends of the spectrum to us, being a full-time side. And I think for us it's a no-lose game. The last thing I just want to mention today is the crowd. I think 976 is a fantastic turnout. Absolutely gutted that the fans that maybe haven't been before didn't see what it's like for us to score a goal or a winning goal. I think they really would have enjoyed the vibe in terms of what that brings. So we just mentioned that in there, that hopefully they do come back and support us, because on another day we might get a goal or two, win the game, and they probably had a great day out. But I hope they didn't see it as a day that's been wasted with a 0-0 draw, because I think games here are usually a lot more exciting than that. So thanks to everyone that's turned out today in the numbers. Really does mean a lot to the boys, and hopefully we'll see them again.
Cheers, Scott. See you next time.
Cheers, Con. Thanks, mate.